Hello everybody, how are you all? Good morning. So in the last session of the chapter number 8, Dalit during the Sultanate period, we have done up to the Tughlaq dynasty. Okay, so Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the last powerful ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty. Now we are going to move toward the south of India, and a powerful ruler or a powerful kingdom during the Sultanate period in the South India. There was a powerful kingdom, Hindu kingdom, and the name of the kingdom was Vijayanagar. Now we will see this, how this empire get established when there was a power of the sultans all over the North India, and as well they are trying to establish their power in the South India also. Okay. During the Sultanate period, there was the attempt that from a central part of the India, that is from here, that is in Delhi, from Delhi, they have moved even toward the south of India. And Alauddin Khilji was the first ruler who attempted this. Okay. But after that, in the Tughlaq dynasty, Muhammad bin Tughlaq was able to establish its power in the Deccan part of the India, that is the southern part of the India, and he used to establish its rule in the Bahmani kingdom. जो बामानी किंगडम था जिसको चालुक्य डायनेस्टी रूल कर रही थी in the 12th century, 10th century, it was overtook by the Tughlaq dynasty. So actually the Sultanate of the Delhi has reached to the Deccan part of the India. Okay. Now here were the, and they have also defeated the dynasties of the Wrangle, and now they are toward the southern part of the most southern part of the India. But they have to resist the two brothers, that is Harihar and the Buka, and these two brothers fought very bravely with the Sultanate of the Delhi and defeated, and finally they have established this new kingdom of the Vijayanagar. Now let's see the in short we will see that which are the dynasties which have ruled the Vijayanagar empire. Okay, so there were mainly the four dynasties: Sangama, Sulava, Tulava and Aravidu. Okay, ruled Vijayanagar from 1336 to 1672. Now you can see in the picture there were the two brothers whose name is Harihar and the Buka. They belong to the dynasty Sangama. Okay, about this empire you can read from the various sources. One literary source is written by the Krishna Dev Rayas, Amukta Maladya, Ganga Devi's Madurai Vijayam, and the Alasanis Pedana's Manu Chitram. Now there were also some foreign traveler who traveled India at that time. From their literature also we come to know about the Vijayanagar dynasty. Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta, Venetian traveler Nicola di Conti, and the Persian traveler Abdul Razzaq, and the Portuguese traveler Domingo Pais. These all are the travelers who traveled India at that time, and in their book or in their literature sources they have mentioned about the Vijayanagar empire. There is also a copper plate inscription such as a Srirangam copper plate of a Devarai II, on which in that copper plate they have mentioned about the achievements of the Vijayanagar. Hampi ruins. Hampi ruins is a famous temple constructed during that time, and there were also other monuments which were built by these dynasties at that time. These two brothers have established the Vijayanagar, okay, and they have started from Tungabhadra river and extended their empire up to the Krishna, up to the Kaveri river. Okay, they have founded it in the 1336. They belongs to the Sangama dynasty. Struggle between the Vijayanagar and the Sultanate of the Madurai lasted for the 4 decades. Because these two brothers have uh, succeeded in establishing their kingdom, but uh, on the regular basis they have always have the war or the struggle between the Bahmani Sultanate. Okay, because with the political and the geographical point of view also, this Tungabhadra river and the Krishna river was very much important. So there was always struggle between these two kingdoms to acquire this area so that they have a full control over the export and import. Okay, and that's why there was a regular war between the Bahmani Sultanate and the Vijayanagar Empire. Conflict between the Vijayanagar and the Bahmani kingdom lasted for the many years. Actually, this Vijayanagar Empire had lasted for around 4 decades, and throughout these 4 decades, there were always a regular struggle between both of them. And the most greatest ruler or the successful ruler of the Vijayanagar Empire was Deva Raya II, or also popularly known as Krishna Deva Raya. And after his death, the Sangama dynasty got vacuumed. Next dynasty was the Sulava dynasty, founded by the Sulava Narsimha, reigned only a brief period between 1486 to 1509. Yeah, so we have to know more about the Krishna Deva Raya or the Deva Raya II. Veera Narsimha, Bahmani kingdom was replaced by the Deccan Sultanate. Krishnadev Raya's also Orissa campaign was successful. Krishnadev Raya has extended the empire from from the not only from the Tungabhadra river to the Krishna river, Kaveri river, but also they have extended up to the Odisha and defeated the Gajapati ruler of the Pratap Ruda and conquered the whole of Telangana or today's Andhra Pradesh. Maintained a friendly relation with the Portuguese. Albuquerque sent his ambassadors at that time to the India. So the mention of this Vijayanagar Empire is also with the many foreign travelers. Now Krishnadev Rai was a very famous or the great ruler of the Vijayanagar kingdom. He was not only the famous because he was he has extended the empire, and he was he was even running this empire with the 8 eminent scholars, जिसको अगर हम सिंपल लैंग्वेज में कहें तो उसके भी एम्पायर में 8 रतन थे, and with the help of that he was successfully governing the empire, and out of that one was the Telani Rama, है ना. His full actual name is Tenali Rama Krishna. He was an important scholar in the royal court of the Krishnadev Raya, and many stories you have read in the book about Tenali Rama. Repaired most of the he also has architectural contribution in the monuments of the South India. He repaired most of the temple in the South India and built with Vithala Swami and the Hajara Ramaswamy temple at Vijayanagar, built a city Nagalpuram in the memory of his queen Nagala Devi. After the death of the Krishnarai, Achyuta Deva and the Venkata succeeded the throne. During the reign of the Ramaraiya, combined forces of the Bijapur, Ahmadpur, Golconda and the Bidar defeated at the Battle of the Talikota in 1565, and the Ramaraiya executed and the Vijayanagar got destroyed. Actually, अभी जब मैं आपको भामानी सल्तनत के बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में बताऊंगी, तो भामानी सल्तनत में जो सुल्तान थे, एक्चुअली दे हैव रिवॉल्टेड. उसके जो भी सोल्जर्स थे, जो कमांडर इन चीफ थे, उन लोगों ने रिवॉल्ट कर दिया. एंड द भामानी सल्तनत एंड अराउंड द एरिया ऑफ द भामानी सल्तनत वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू द 4 स्मॉल kingdoms, and then they together revolted against the Vijayanagar, and because of that there was a battle of Talikota in which they defeated Ramaraiya, and after that the Vijayanagar kingdom was destroyed. However, Vijayanagar kingdom existed under the Aravidu dynasty for about another century. Tirumalla, Sriranga and the Venkata too were the important ruler of this dynasty. Last ruler of the Vijayanagar kingdom was Sriranga III. रामारैया के मरने के बाद भी जो अराविडू डायनेस्टी थे, उन्होंने अराउंड अ सेंचुरी वहां पे रूल किया, बट दे वर नॉट द स्ट्रॉन्ग रूलर्स, एंड देयर वर द 3 रूलर्स, एंड द लास्ट रूलर वाज द श्रीरंगा III. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज दी भामानी किंगडम. अभी जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था स्लाइड्स, तो आपने देखा था कि विजयनगर किंगडम के ठीक जो ऊपर वाला पार्ट है वो भामानी किंगडम होता है. और भामानी किंगडम किनके अंदर चला जाता है? इट वाज अंडर दी सुल्तान्स. ओके, हु वाज द फाउंडर? अलाउद्दीन भामान शाह, also known as the Hasan Gangu, in 1347. Then the capital was Gulbarga, and the 14th Sultan ruled over here. Ahmad Wali Shah shifted the capital from Gulbarga to the Bidar. Power at the peak was under the Muhammad Shah III, advised by his minister Muhammad Gawan. Muhammad Gawan की एडवाइस से जो मोहम्मद शाह III था, उसने भामानी किंगडम्स को बहुत ज़्यादा स्प्रेड करने में उसको सक्सेस मिलता है. बट जो मोहम्मद गवन होता है, उसको जो मुस्लिम ट्राइस्ट होते हैं वो उसको पसंद नहीं करते हैं, एंड देन दे इन्फ्लुएंस दी मोहम्मद शाह III, और इस तरह से वो लोग मोहम्मद गवन के अगेंस्ट प्लॉटिंग करते हैं और बाद में उसको किसी षड्यंत्र में फंसा देते हैं, जिस कारण से मोहम्मद शाह उसको खुद पनिश कर देता है एंड गिव हिम द डेथ सेंटेंस. And after that execution, the Bhamani kingdoms declined, and in the 1526 disintegrated into the 5 independent sultanate: Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Berar, Golkund and the Bidar, known as a Deccan Sultanate. Okay. Now, how the end of the Delhi Sultanate? हमने अभी इतने सारे रूलर्स जो दिल्ली पे रूल करना स्टार्ट किए थे, दैट वाज द स्लेव डायनेस्टी, देन इट वाज द खिलजी डायनेस्टी, देन तुगलक डायनेस्टी. तो जो फिरोज शाह तुगलक था, उसने मोहम्मद तुगलक के बाद थ्रोन पे वो बैठता है. ओके, ही रूल आफ्टर द मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक. However, from that time onwards, the Delhi Sultanate started getting the weaker. The reign of the Tughlaq dynasty also witnessed the invasion and the plunder of Delhi by the Timur. The governor of the Lahore, Khizra Khan, took advantage of the chaos and established the Sayyid dynasty. ओके, जब मैंने आपको डायनेस्टी का चार्ट दिखाया था, तो मैंने आपको बताया था कि तुगलक डायनेस्टी के बाद कौन आते हैं? लोधी डायनेस्टी. ही वाज आल्सो दिस डायनेस्टी आल्सो फ्रॉम द अफगान ओनली. and established the rule of the Lodi dynasty in Delhi. His son Sikandar Lodi ascended the throne after him. Though the Sikandar Lodi had a good ruling quality, but he has lacked the religious tolerance. जो सिकंदर लोदी था वो एक एबल रूलर तो था, उसकी जो रूलिंग करने की क्वालिटीज थी वो अच्छी थी, लेकिन वो रिलीजियस टॉलरेंट नहीं था. उसके हिसाब से मुस्लिम्स आर एट द हाईएस्ट पीपल, ओके, दे आर द मोस्ट एफिशिएंट पीपल्स, लेकिन बाकी के जितने भी जो रिलीजन है उसको वो उसके आगे कम मानता था, मिनिमल मानता था. ओके, एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही कुडंट रूल फॉर द लॉन्गर टाइम. Struggle for the throne began after his death, in which Ibrahim Lodi defeated his elder brother and became the ruler of the Delhi. The Amirs were not happy because of the arrogant attitude, and they rebelled in the kingdom against his rule. And then the Babur overtook the throne of Delhi. He defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the Battle of the Panipat, okay, and founded the Mughal Empire in 1526, which lasted for approximately 200 years. So this is all for the Delhi, the era of the Sultanate age in Delhi. And from the next semester we will see the Mughal Empire and the extension of the Mughal Empire in India. Okay, that's it. And here the chapter is over.